Sometimes, when we end a relationship, we do that for the wrong reasons. Probably without prior knowledge that relationships require effort from both parties. Sometimes for the right reasons, that becomes pointless on the long run. Sometimes we just grow far apart and cannot identify what exactly the issues are. Sometimes, it might be due to a mistake made by us or our partners. When a relationship ends, there is every possibility that the relationship might be back on track and even wax stronger, taking a cue from the mistakes made previously. These relationship comebacks might be facilitated by either parties or numerous factors, but irrespective of the outcome, it takes God's will to mend a broken relationship. Love has many components. Love is the major reason a relationship would work. It is good being in love, and it is even better when you see someone that loves you right back. The major reason why someone would want to come back into your life would definitely be because of love. After ending a relationship, there is a constant struggle to try to put out the love you have for that person. But this struggle is not an easy one. Love is not a switch that you can put on or off whenever you feel like it. Though sometimes we mistake love for a lot of things which should not be. When someone is in love with you and wants to come back into your life, it is majorly because they cannot find the kind of love both of you shared elsewhere. Many things might have caused the two of you to go far apart from one another, but one thing is for sure, the fact that he or she still loves you. Most times when we meet these kinds of people in our lives, we are very careful not to lose them. These people that no matter the situation, they would still stand by you. Something might have happened that causes the breakup, but the love is still there, and there is nothing you do that can quench that love. It is difficult to find this kind of love, so people are careful not to lose these people. When someone loves you, they do everything possible to remain in your life. When you see them making that much effort to stay in your life, you should give the person a chance to prove the love they have for you. It is never right to just shut them completely out of your life no matter what had happened in the past. They might be back to make amends, and who knows, everything might just work out fine this time. Sometimes you are scared that the reason the relationship did not work out the first time might be a hindrance if you get back together. There are actually ways you can know if the relationship is going to work this time. It might be that your partner has changed that attitude that pushed the two of you away in the first instance. This is better expressed action than being expressed in words. Actions, they speak louder than words, and your actions cannot deceive someone forever. It could also be that both of you are now mature enough to handle situations better. In most cases, it is lack of communication that breaks a relationship. Both parties are not willing to sit and talk about the problems they are facing. Instead, they prefer to talk about it to their friends. Their friends might be agents of destruction used to break them apart. When two people are mature and ready to start talking about the problems they are facing in a relationship, then there is no problem they would not find a solution to. And if the worst should happen, their breakup might even be an agreement between the two of them. And when this happens, it is easy for them to get back together. The problem is that most people do not know what it entails to be in a healthy relationship. The picture of the relationship our parents had when we were growing up influences our definition of a healthy relationship. So, if your parents fight every day while growing up, you might feel that it is normal in a relationship, or probably one of your parents usually flees at the sight as a result of disagreement. You are most likely to flee following a disagreement with our partner. If someone is used to the idea of running away whenever there is conflict, this may explain the reason he or she leaves whenever they are presented with a tough situation. The same logic applies to people that love picking up fights. People like this might have grown up having unrealistic expectations in a relationship. Now they are confused because their own idea of a relationship is one which there is no form of disagreement. People who grew up with this ideology are mostly the quitters. they prefer to walk away since they are of the notion that there is meant to be no disagreement in a relationship. When everything is settled, it gets dawned on them. They start to question their decision to walk away from the relationship. This thought of being confused would definitely bring them back into your life. If this is the reason they are coming back into your life, you do not have to be worried that they are coming back to hurt you, because they are not. They are just confused and need to figure out their feelings. We always have this ideology that the land is green on the other side until we actually cross to the other side, and then we realize it was all just in our illusion. Some people fear the commitment because they so much cherish their freedom. So when things start to get a bit too serious, they feel the best thing to do is to run away from that situation. When this person is now ready to commit to a relationship, they might go into a relationship that is not as good as the relationship they had with you. They feel if at all they are ready to commit in a relationship, then it has to be with someone deserving of their commitment, and this might prompt them to get back in touch with you. This is actually a good enough reason for someone to come back into your life. May sound selfish, but it is a good reason because this means you mean something to them. This mostly occurs when the two of you probably got into the relationship at a younger age. This is when most people are scared of commitment. They feel they are too young to take on responsibility. This may be what prompted them to leave the relationship in the first instance, and now they feel that they are ready for commitment and responsibilities. They would not have it with any other person except you. Sometimes, your ex might actually have broken your heart unintentionally. This might make them feel guilty if they see you are heartbroken, so they try to be friends with you so that they can keep checking up on you. They probably just want to make sure you are doing fine. Though sometimes, things might actually go exactly how they had hoped it would, and the both of you would make things work again. Everyone makes mistakes. Your partner might be regretting they lost a good person like you, and they want things to be back the way it used to be. It is actually evident that most people regret breaking up with their partner because building a relationship with a new person is not an easy task. It is almost impossible to avoid heartbreak in today's world, but the way you handle it is what makes you prepared for the real world. And if any of your exes wants to come back into your life, be sure you know their intentions, and it is a good one before you accept them back. The person that left your life years ago might actually be the right one for you. It might just be that it is not the right time for both of you to be together. God works in mysterious ways, and He knows what He is doing. Those years you are separated, God has been using it to prepare you for when you get back together. If this is God's will in your life, then you should accept the person back into your life and place your trust in God that everything will definitely work out for the best.